Good evening, gentlemen. It's Steady Eddie here. It's 9 o'clock. It's Monday. It's August bank holiday. Oh, once you get August bank holiday out the way with, that's it. The winter is setting in. But anyway, if you're watching this on replay, a special, welcome to you. Nice of you to join us and have a nice day. Thank you. Okay, so I'll just say hello to a few people. Guess who's first on the list? Mr. Trump. Guess who I've got here? Guess who I've got a picture of here? Okay. We'll bring that one back later. We'll bring that back later. Mr. Trump is here. Donald Trump. Good evening, Edward. Local president is in the house. He could be in jail soon. Okay. Nice to hear from you, mate. AG is here. Nice to hear from you. Sceneries. Roy Jones. Roy Jones, yeah, nice to hear from you, Roy. Wayne Ritchie, great to hear from you. Put that on the screen there. Great to see it. I've got done working on making chicken and mashed potatoes. That's bloody good. That's bloody good. I bought a nice chicken yesterday. I don't always trust the co-op's chicken. I mean, if the sell-by date is tomorrow, then it's not worth buying. But I managed to get one. What I've discovered, if you buy one where the sell-by date is about 5 or 6 days away, then you're going to be all right with it. And I enjoyed that chicken roast last night. Anyway, nice to hear from you, Wayne. McLaren is here. Nice to hear from you. Leeds, JJ, Ian Bowden. What's it? Ian Bowden's here. Nice to hear from you, mate. Evening, chaps. Health insurance for expats must be a minefield of confusion. It is a minefield. I'm tempted to say that, but I think it's more a case of do you trust them? I think that's the big issue. Do you trust them? I mean, I don't really trust them at all. Okay, Matthew Cartwright. Good evening, mate. Jimmy Handyman shared on Facebook. Okay, thank you, mate. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Telecom is here. Good evening to you, Eddie, and all those in the chat from Minnesota. Hope you're having a great summer there. I mean, our summer is just about coming. Although sometimes we have a bit of a rally September or possibly even October in this country. It's not that unusual. But August bank holiday, one decent day and 3 lousy ones. I'm pretty sure that Minnesota is a bit more consistent than that. Nice to hear from you, Mark. Anyway, Sean Harris is here. Nice to hear from you. Yogi Bear, good evening, Ed. Hope you've all had a nice bank holiday. The people smugglers are now advertising that it's them that have control of our borders, not the UK. It wouldn't surprise me. The people smugglers are now advertising that it's them that have got control of our borders, not the UK. I'm pretty sure, the people smugglers will start making rules pretty soon, which the rest of us have to abide by. They may even put bloody, public, they may even put portaloos at the gateway to Dover Harbour, and then start charging free for migrants, but the rest of us have to pay 50 pence to take a piss. You know what I mean? And what wouldn't surprise you? Nothing would surprise me in this world. Tags for migrants. That's been suggested, hasn't it? Whatever next? Whatever next? Citizen Mikey is here. Nice to hear from you. Ian Bowden, you will be escaping the sinking ship, Ed. Yes, only use UK for life-saving NHS treatment if ever needed. I pay my national insurance, and I'm going to continue to pay my national insurance even when abroad. So yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Paul Hoskin, I can't get health insurance because I'm okay. Nice to hear from you, Paul. Yeah, Sean Harris, the insurance vid certainly had some reactions. Okay, Phil, because it's a big issue, and if you're thinking of going abroad, it's essential to talk about it. I do believe in fairies. I'm Bangkok bound this Friday. First time since the Lurgy outbreak. Oh, good for you, mate. Really good for you. Do you know something? I mean, now that I made a video a couple of months ago about, enthusiasm having gone, for travel and all the reasons. And, I was preoccupied with, being off the booze and all that kind of stuff. But now that I'm researching more and more videos, and now that it's coming towards the winter again, oh, I'm missing Thailand. I really, really am missing Thailand. Really, really am. AJ, good film the other night about con man. Helen Mirren was in it. Okay, yeah, she's been, yeah, absolutely. I think she's a great actress. She's a great actor. I don't fancy her personally, but Ian Bowden, Barb is here too tonight and says hi, Ed. Okay, nice to hear from you, Barb. Hope all's well, Barb. Anyway, I hope you're looking forward to your holiday. Good for you, anyway. And Wayne Vosper's here. Nice to hear from you. Gene Parsons, hello from USA. Nice to hear from you, mate. Brian Street Hideout from a social club in Swindon, so volume down. Okay, fair enough. I mean, whack the volume up. Let all the wongers in the social club hear my voice. Yeah, tell them if they've got a live band on there, who are golden oldies who were born in during the war, the First World War, then let them hear my voice. Yeah, McLaren. Apparently, the police are going to solve those things, crimes in the future, Ed. Yeah, I believe that when I see it. Joe Hart, David Martin, nice to hear from you. Telecom says Trump has sold $7 million worth of merch and T-shirts with his mugshot on them that will live in infamy. Really, really well, as Kenneth Williams in Carry On Cleo said, infamy, infamy. They've all got an infamy. Oh my God, we've got to put that on the screen again. Got to put it on the screen. What a bit. Okay. Let's do something. Let's do something that we haven't really done before. Okay. There you go. We haven't done this one before. So can you caption this photo? What do you reckon? What is the caption of that photo? I mean, I think it looks like the poster from a bloody horror movie, personally. Be afraid. Be very, very afraid. Well, what was that? Wasn't it a film, a thriller movie? And the blurb, the publicity blurb, it had a man's angry face, a man who'd been, his family murdered by burglars. And I think the blurb was something like, there's a storm brewing in this man. They took his freedom. They took his soul. I mean, that looks like you can really, really imagine, that's a thriller movie, that is. That's Charles Bronson and Death Wish, that is. I'm going to kill the bastards. They've done it to me. I'm going to kill, Jesus Christ. Do you know, Taylor, there's talk about the visa being 90 days. Oh, yeah, that's Thailand, that is. Yeah, Citizen Mikey, what about the Notting Hill Carnival? I didn't go. Yeah, John Mitt, hi, Eddie. Cheer up, mate. Soon be Christmas. Yeah, I don't celebrate Christmas. Well, life's easy when nobody loves you. Oh, nice to hear from you, John. JJ, have you packed in work, Ed? No. Not yet. McLaren, I'll never pack in work. I'm always going to be doing something. Sceneries. Been in London. Been in London 50 years. Never been to that carnival. Never will be. Madness to go there. If people want to enjoy themselves, then good for them. But but I've never been there, so I can't pass judgment on that one. Andrew McIver, Eddie, please no racist immigration talk tonight. I enjoy your travel talk. Okay, well, fine. Thank you. So we'll start doing some live streams on the travel channel pretty soon. So maybe, hopefully you can tune in for that one tonight. Tonight we are going to mention it. We're, they're thinking of giving the migrants tags, aren't they? We'll mention that pretty soon. John Mitch, Ellen Mirren was a good looker in her youth. God, and she was also, you know, she was a talented actress. Very, very talented, very, very good looking in her youth. And, you know, she loved getting the kit off on the screen as well. You know, Miss Full Frontal. She was going full frontal when others were too shy to do it. Late 60s, she was going full frontal. I don't mean she was in when she's in the late 60s. I mean, when in the late 1960s, she was going full frontal. I know these things. Stephen Totti, nice to hear from you. Yeah, is that, yeah, Matthew Cartwright, some 2024. Okay. McLaren, he looks hawkish. Okay. Sean Harris, I cut my head in Thailand last year and had to go for staples, stitches, and a couple of days as an outpatient. Cost in total 185 quid. Quite good, I thought. My travel insurance paid out minus 50 quid excess. Okay, that's good to hear anyway, isn't it? Paul Hoskin, Trump 21, 24. He's probably plans to live that long. Crypto Chris Gardner's here. Citizen Mikey. He's always up here in Scotland. Telecom. I wonder how long he practiced that look standing in front of a mirror. Absolutely. That looks terrifying. That looks like a poster from a modern day horror movie. That does. It really does. Caption for it. Yeah, Brian Street, Mona Lisa. Okay, fair enough. Yogi Bear, he's got his hair like the lead singer in a band called Flock of Seagulls. Oh, I remember them. They were a 1980s band, weren't they? Serge Yara's here. That's his caption there. Okay. Sean Harris. Trump looks like one of the shape-shifting aliens from V. Okay. V, and he eats a rat. Oh, I've seen that scene. I did actually see that scene. It was quite chilling, really. Yeah, absolutely. Sceneries. It's crazy citizens to go anywhere near it. Oh man, he looks like a real bloody psycho killer there, doesn't he? He looks like a real crazy madman. Okay, Stephen Galdney, there you go. That's his caption there. Yogi says the billionaire needs you. ATA, there's something wrong if so-called democracy brings you Trump and Johnson. Okay, fair enough. McLaren F1, Trump thinking, I better not fall about on those steps like Biden. Yeah, Dave is talking to someone else there. Okay. Paul Hoskin, if Trump knocked on my door, I'll let him in and talk about the bar girls. Okay. I want the one thing about that guy. I mean, one thing you got to say about that guy, he's probably shagged some women in his time. I bet he's had a few. I bet he's had his fair share of rumpy pumpy in the world. Yeah. I bet he's had, Jesus Christ, he's probably had some women. John Mitch, do you realize if you have an accident while you get pissed, travel insurance will deny cover for an injury? They'll deny all kinds of things. I mean, some poor lad crashed on a motorbike and ended up in hospital with broken legs in Vietnam, and the hospital wouldn't pay out because the hospital classed that as a dangerous activity, as in like skiing or whatever. It's crazy. The insurance companies don't get rich by paying out lots of money to people. Wayne Ritchie, I don't care who don't like Trump. He is my president I don't care who don't like Trump. He is my president in 2024. Okay, fair comment. Ian Bowden, yet another agreeable idea by this government about the tagging, but it won't ever happen. HR layers will power over it as it always. Absolutely. Yeah, Smashed is here. Nice to hear from you, Smashed. He was an early subscriber. Good evening, Ed. Hope all is well. Have you got the itch to travel again? Yes, I have actually. And the more videos I watch about Southeast Asia, the more I'm missing the place. I mean, when it's been almost 6 months since I returned from there, and after a while, I thought I just wanted to. When I come back from my travels, I just want to sit in front of the TV and eat roast dinners and watch Netflix and YouTube and whatever. But now, I haven't had the blandness of England. I really, really want to get out there again, but it'll take a little bit of time, first of all. Dino Taylor, the biggest, hairiest beaver I've seen in a film was Julie Walters. Can't remember. I know the one you mean. She was doing the shower scene, wasn't she? I thought she was quite a progressive. I wouldn't have thought she'd done stuff like that, but I was surprised. I did say, full frontal. McLaren. Okay. Yeah, Glenn Wyndham is here. Glenn Wyndham is here. There you go. Glenn Wyndham. Why don't you stay out of American politics, Eddie? Okay. I tend to think that I've said on many occasions that I don't usually comment on American politics because I'm not an American. So I very, very rarely comment on American politics anyway. But if you want to be a troll, then go ahead and be a bloody troll. I don't care. I mean, the internet will be a dull place without trolls. Wayne Davidson, nice to hear from you, Wayne. I hope all's well, mate. Hope you're keeping well there. Nice to hear from you. Let's see. There were a couple of hot women in V. I think a dark hair called Lydia. Can't remember the blonde one's name. I never actually got around to seeing that one, to be honest with you. So anyway, a caption with Trump's picture. Well, if anyone comes up with good there, and here we go. Paul Hoskin, Last Tango in Paris. That girl had a Brillo pad. Oh yeah, she was hairy, wasn't she? What was her name? Was her name Maria or something like that? The one who was full front with Marlon Brando. Yes, she did have a hair. Yeah, well, God, she was hairy. She was hairy. Ian Bowden. Yeah, that's a good caption. If you don't vote for me, then you're dead. Okay, good one. Yeah, smashed. Caption should be: I have a specific set of skills. I will find you and I will kill you. Absolutely taken. Liam Neeson. Yeah, Legan. Mr. Etty, like it or not, lesser guys would have caved in with what he's been through. Caption, I'm coming back. Okay, fair enough. We'll settle for that one. Ian Bowden says all insurances are yet another form of legalized scamming. Okay. Bobby Crush is here. Go Donald UK USA 2024. Okay. Ivan, Trump shag beauties while a Biden clap. No, I'm not putting that on the screen. Yeah. 80, Trump's on guard at the Mexican border. Okay. So anyway. Yeah, Andrew McIver. Eddie, what's the difference between Cambodia, Vietnam, and Thai tourism? What's the difference between? Well, they're all subtly different countries. They all have different things to offer. They have different landscapes. But excuse me, they're all very, very well worth a visit. They all have different histories. Thailand doesn't have the brutal history of Cambodia or Vietnam, but they're all well worth visit. I mean, you're going to visit that part of the world. All three of those are essential. Sean Harris says, go ahead, punk, make my day. Tulip, nice to hear from you. Ian Bowden, you'll have to book a return flight at, even if you stay out there, I've heard. Just throw the return ticket away. Okay, fair enough. Paul Oskin, Clint Eastwood would be a good. I think at 93, I think he's missed the boat, hasn't he? Stuart Marsden, evening there, catching you live from the island of Kos this fine evening. So how is Greece these days? I mean, like a couple of months ago, it was raging, it was on fire, wasn't it? But I mean, I haven't been to Kos, but I've been to Rhodes, Crete, Athens, and Greece is a beautiful, beautiful country. Hope you're having a nice time, mate. Anyway. Okay, Bobby Crush. I don't have dandruff. I use Head and Shoulders. Oh, like it. Wayne Ritchie says, caption should be, I'm coming to Thailand for a soapy massage. Okay, fair enough. Fatboy Slim looking slim, Eddie. Okay, fine, thank you. Yeah, I do believe in fairness. Donald, where's your charges? Oh, yeah, okay. 88, Trump waiting for his bed after a night out with the girls. Okay, so anyway. Ian Barton, sorry for being nosy, but is your barbecue gas or charcoal? Charcoal. Yeah, let's see. So, boss, Malaysia had a 90-year-old PM. Maybe Clint could be president. Malaysia had a 90-year-old PM. Maybe Clint, but something tells me at 90 today, I don't think he'd be interested. I don't think Clint's not like Donald Trump. Clint is a passionate movie maker, and he's passionate about movies. I don't think he's really that interested in being a president. Not really. Okay. Yeah. Sure, nice. They had a Clint double bill on Channel 4 today. Joe Kidd and Kelly's Heroes. Both of them are well worth a look. Let me just grab something a moment. Okay, so anyway. Okay, so anyway, just to talk about somebody kindly gave us the idea before of talking about migrants. So I wasn't going to talk about it until this person said so. So anyway, on the news today, I mean, we've got like tens of thousands of these people costing us 6 million a day. Some people, say that it's costing us 7. It's more like 7. I've heard that figure recently. But the latest idea from Suella Braverman is that we should tag. The government's looking at tagging the migrants. Now that's like tagging offenders to make sure that you know where they are. So when they come in this country illegally, we should tag them. So if they escape into this country, right, the interior of this country, then if they are tagged, we know where they are. And as soon as I heard this, I thought, what a load of claptrap. Okay, it might be an idea. Yeah, I suppose it's good to know where they are because some of them do abscond. But for Christ's sake, wouldn't it be a better idea not to let them in the first place? Bloody tagging them, whatever, ever comes next. So I'll put this on the screen. There you go. Okay, should we tag the migrants? I mean, this is the idea that's being put forward. Apparently, there's not that many tags. This is a shortage of tags. I think there's something like 25,000 tags, available, and like there's thousands more migrants than that, waiting to have their asylum processed. Should we tag the I mean, what is it coming to? What, you never know what's bloody coming next. We've got Rwanda, the Rwanda idea, which has cost millions. And not one migrant has actually gone to Rwanda yet. We've got the barge, which was set up to house a tiny fraction of the migrants coming to this country. And about 5 minutes after some of them were boarding, there was something, a health issue that forced them off again, Legionnaires or whatever it was. It's all become a farce. And now they're suggesting we should tag the migrants so that if they abscond into the country, at least we know where they are. Whatever is coming next in this long-running, bloody stupid soap opera. Matthew Cartwright, okay. Yeah, Matthew F1, Dingy Talk ahoy, okay. Yeah, Ian Bowden, all government financial figures, double them, then multiply by 5, probably 20 million a day. Yeah, wouldn't surprise me, mate. Crypto Chris God, what about those illegals in that chic and trendy four-star hotel at Heathrow for 241 quid a bloody night? At 240, my God Almighty! Oh my God Almighty! My God! Oh yeah. Let's this. Oh, by the way, this question, was suggested by Andrew McIver. I wasn't thinking about the migrants, but as soon as he mentioned it, oh FFS, he's talking about immigration again. I'm out here. Had enough of this nonsense. Disappointed in you. Okay, well, thank you, Andrew, for suggesting that we talk about immigrants. I was going to talk about it until you mentioned it. John Mitch, migrants will just remove their tags. Absolutely. I mean, you get offenders who are on tags, and they're not necessarily young offenders. Some of these people, because I've seen them, I've known some of them who are like in their 20s, 30s, even. You just don't want to play ball, and they get tagged. And what it means is that once they get tagged, they're going to be home. They're under the curfew. They're going to be home at a certain time. Otherwise, they'll get arrested. And if they get tagged, but I mean, can't you just remove tags? I mean, I don't know. I've never actually worn one of these things. I don't know what the script is. I mean, how do you remove them? I'm sure there's a way. Come on, there's got to be a way that they can remove these tags. Ian Bowden, absolutely, but they will cut them off to escape into the cash in hands community. Okay, fair enough, but how do you remove these tags? I mean, if the busies are going to put tags on these offenders, are these surely the police must think that these tags are, not able to be removed. I mean, you're saying that they can remove them or cut them off. I'm pretty sure. I mean, God Almighty. I mean, I'm pretty sure they could cut them off. It's all a bit bloody bizarre. Yeah, McLaren use Apple AirTags. Okay. Paul Hoskin, Ed for Prime Minister. Okay, thank you. Stephen West, all designed to fail by the fake conservatives. Oh, it's a bloody farce, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, yeah, the Amigo. Oh, he's back. Oh, he's back again. You're like a broken record. Okay, fine, thank you. Nice to hear from you. Sceneries. They don't even know who most of the immigrants are. No sense tagging them. But if they tagged all of them, assuming that they don't cut off the tags, which they probably will, I mean, bloody hell, if these idiots can, find a way to come into this country illegally, and I'm pretty sure it's not going to be too difficult to cut a bloody tag off, but no sense. Bobby Crush, not migrants, illegal immigrants. Yeah, okay, fair enough. So, boss, we can use the neck tags in the prison scene in The Running Man. I don't actually remember. I know that I have seen that movie many years ago, but I can't actually remember them. Oh, you mean inject them with yeah, that's it. Inject them with something. Like, didn't he do that in Escape from New York, that wonderful John Carpenter movie, one of my favorite movies? Didn't Lee Van Cleef inject Kurt Russell with? Yeah, that's how they should do it. That's how they should do it. Or maybe if you put the tags, through the bell end, I mean, maybe that's a good, whatever. ATA, no tag, just don't let illegals in. Yeah, that is the most sensible way. That's the most sensible way. Singapore, Dan, I read that the CCP government in China is 330 trillion in debt. Really? Well. What is that? Is that dollars? That's about that's about $1 for every trillion Chinese, isn't it? Or something. I'm pretty sure they can afford that. Ian Greaves, they don't know. They don't even know who they are because they come with no documents. Absolutely, and that's why you're getting 30-odd-year-old men who were passing off as like 14-year-olds and. Playing the I'm a child card. Crypto Chris card. To be fair, the government is probably getting a discount for long-term stays. Or it could be the case that whoever makes these tags, apparently there's a shortage of them, whoever makes these tags is getting the contract, and somebody's going to make money out of it. Someone's making money out of it. Yeah, they're going to get the contract to make these bloody tags, aren't they? I mean, it's a bit of a farce, isn't it? I mean, remember the PPE? During the lockdown, the governments gave 30. Well, sorry, not 30, but many millions for the contract for Turkey to get the PPE during the lockdown, during the pandemic. And then they found that the PPE they got wasn't really adequate. It was a poor quality. But what do you bloody expect? I mean, I mean, Turkey, for Christ's sake. If you go to Turkey, it's famous for fake goods. For Christ's sake, you don't expect a genuine article, do you? These people couldn't organise a piss up in a brewery. David Coleman, can we have new subjects, please? It's 3 times a week. It's now boring. That's a different photo. I don't think you're the real David Coleman. I don't think you're the real David Coleman. The real David Coleman wouldn't insult me, would he? Ian Bowen, as a British man, I want all the legals to be tagged so we can keep tabs on their whereabouts 24/7. That would be a good idea. That would be a good. So when these Albanians, abscond in their tags, then the busies will know exactly where they are, and when they push drugs and and all this kind of stuff, the police will know where they are, so the police can go and arrest them, and take the drugs off them, and then go and have a party with them. Yeah, that's probably the idea. Yogi Bear, Ed, my mate took his off and put it in the drawer at home. When they get to take it off, my mate's mum went upstairs and I got it. I got it them out. I'm sure you can take these bloody things off. I've never actually seen one. I've met people who've had them on, but I've never actually seen one. I mean, I'm pretty sure. God Almighty! I mean, I've seen videos where guys can in central London in the middle of the night can steal a bloody Ferrari. Which has probably got all the security on it possible. If you can do something like that, I'm sure some bastard can cut the bloody tag off. I'm sure it's not that difficult. Matthew Cartwright, tag them so they don't go near schools, and if they do remove their bollocks and deport them. Okay, that's a good idea. Good idea. Yeah. Miko Dance now. Disgusting comment, Formula One. Clive, he's insulting you. He's just insulted you, Clive. I wouldn't stand for that. Retaliate. Yeah, McLaren F1, remove them like you remove tags as the rum bottles. Bollocks, amazing. I had that in my cover for a couple of weeks, didn't I? That one. I had to wait for another delivery until he asked the man, removed it. You never know what's going to happen. Dino Taylor asked the co-op delivery time. Okay, fair comment. Yeah, Stephen West, tag and bag them up. Okay. John Mitch, bowl cutters will cut them off. I would have thought so. I mean, like I said, I've never actually physically seen one. I've never seen one. I've met people who said, I've got a tag on, but I've never actually seen one, personally. So, bowl cutters will cut them. I mean, how can you tag someone and expect that no one's ever going to bloody remove? How can they not remove them? Yeah, McLaren. Okay, McLaren is telling Miko Dance where to go. Donny Peverley. I've never heard of this chappie before. Nice to hear from you, Donny Peverley. What a nice name that is. Sounds like a cabaret singer, that, doesn't it? Sounds like a Julio Iglesias. To all the girls I've loved before. That sounds like a Julio Iglesias, a cabaret singer. He would sing Julio Iglesias style of songs. Donny Peverley. It kind of rolls off the tongue like a pig. It's something like a brick, not a pig, like a brick. Hey baby, should we have a night out? Donny Peverley is playing at the theatre. Okay. Anyway, Donny Peverley, nice to meet you. Donny Peverley says, Eddie, I enjoyed your travel channels, but I haven't seen your live chat on there. I feel very disappointed. They border on UKIP, racist type talk. Sad. Wants to be an immigrant in Thailand too. Okay. The difference is that if I become an immigrant in Thailand or one of those Southeast Asian countries, I will not be going there to create mischief. And I will not be going there expecting them to pay to subsidize my lifestyle. I will not be going there to claim benefit from Thailand or any of those countries. I will not be expecting them to give me anything. I will be going there with my money, which I've worked for, and I will be subsidizing my own lifestyle. I'll be paying for my own accommodation. I will be buying my own food, drink, and entertainment, and I will not be expecting them to part with 1 penny for the privilege of having me in their country. And that is the difference, Donny Peverley, okay? So, nice to hear from you. Steve Gilden, they should have microchipped it. Microchipped them. Microchip. Yeah, go along with that. Good. Craig Mitchum, okay. Mister, nice to hear from you, mister. How else to fill over expensive hotels and get kickbacks? Okay, fair comment. Martin Ryder, even shaggers can't stay around tonight. Have a great week. Okay, hello and goodbye, Martin. Nice to hear from you, Martin. You're always welcome anyway, Martin. Have a nice evening. Yeah, let's see. Ian Barton says, love our dingy and political chat, Ed. Keep them going. Let's see. Yeah, love our dingy chat and political chat. Keep it going. Great to chat with others to help get the frustration off our chest. Okay, it's Monday night. It's a dismal, rainy old, well, it's not raining, but it's fairly grim bank holiday. The summer is more or less over. It was all a load of crap. We've got the oncoming of winter, but we've still got Monday night. We've still got you. We've still got all of us here. So let's talk and get a bit out of our chair. I mean, this is a little old show that enables everyone to come together and share a few ideas. Okay. Ian Greaves, we can moan all day about this, but they'll still be coming in 10 years' time because government won't say you're not coming here. Absolutely. I listened to Sue Ella Braverman today and being interviewed. And yeah, I mean, she seems more determined. She gives me the impression that she really, really wants it to happen. But it's the case of I'll believe it when I see it. It's still a case of we're shoveling shit against the tide. That's the, every successive Home Secretary is or Prime Minister, they've all said that they want to this time we're really, really going to stop them. We're really going to solve the problem this time. I know they didn't before that, or the ones before that, or the ones before that, but this time we are really, 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 really going to solve the problem. But I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe it when I see it. Seamus Doherty, hi Eddie, where's your background picture from? That is from Athens. When did I go there? It was 2 years ago, and nearly 2 years ago. That's Athens, that is. That's Athens. Lovely place, beautiful place. Mister, where's Gaz? He's took his tag off and he's shoplifting at Asda, as the last time I heard. Legan says, how much more would tagging cost? Like you said, just stop with the. It all seems bizarre. It seems bizarre. I mean, there's probably a phrase for it that I can't really think of. But we should tag them to stop them, cause the problem in our country. We should tag them to stop them causing the problem in our country when they shouldn't even be here in the first place. How about them not being here in the first place? I think that's a better idea, isn't it? Yeah, it sounds like something they would start here in the States, only we have a few more. Yeah, absolutely. We're not the only country that has this problem. Mr. says, no hearty boyo for you. Okay, okay. Ian Bowden, did that Spanish FA boss really deserve all this fuss? No one got hurt, did they? We talked about that the other night. We did talk about it the other night. I don't know if you seen Friday's stream. So we've been. I mean, that gets a bit tiresome because it's not, to me. It's not a major story, but it is swamping the news. I mean, I switched on the news at 2 minutes to the hour to see the headlines, and it was already the conference of breaking news. I mean, they're waffling on about whether it's an issue or a serious issue or what should be done about it. That gets a bit tiresome, that does. But I think he was a dickhead, personally. But we have talked about that anyway. Yogi Bear. Yeah, Yogi Bear. Ed, everyone is making money out of this lot again, but it's our money that's paying. Yeah. It's all bloody shady. I think there's an ulterior motive behind the whole lot of it. Yeah, let's see. Singapore Dan, Donny Peverley, we're speaking about illegals, not legal, which is a big difference. Okay. Donny Peverley, if it's any consolation, I will be buying your greatest hits. That's such a good name, that. Donny Peverley. Why can't I have a name like that? Is this? Oh, Sheila, are you in the BNP? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I like ethnic minorities. I like them. I like ethnic minorities as long as they're legal. And I met a lot of legal ethnic minorities with great people, and a lot of them watch this channel. When I'm traveling, whether I'm in Thailand or wherever, I've met ethnic minorities, and a lot of them are great people. And I've had a beer with them, I've had a meal with them, I've had nights out with them. Great, good people. Nothing against them whatsoever, but it's just that illegal people, those ones who are coming over there illegally, they are not to be welcomed. Joey McIntyre, Eddie, imagine Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam close of immigration to Brits. I remember your desperation videos during COVID when we couldn't go. That's how immigrants are. Uh, desperation videos during COVID. Well, I remember your desperation video. I don't remember them. You got a better memory than me. I mean, I think it was pretty sad. I think we all were. But I don't think I wouldn't say desperation, but I would just repeat what I said. If I go to those countries, even when I go to those countries, I'm going to be paying my own way, which is more than the illegals do when they come into our country. Telecom says, I used to drive around in my friend's 1963 MGB. Now, that was a blast. 1963, I remember those when I think I remember those when I was a kid. Yeah, beautiful, wonderful, gorgeous, lovely car. That sounds like a blast. Ian Brown, I wonder how much crime occurred today at the carnival that the mainstream news is not telling us. I can't really comment on that because I wasn't there. David Coleman, very real. Here with my Colombian side piece, and I don't pay ever. Okay. Crypto Chris card. The migrants at the Heathrow Hotel filmed his. The migrants at the Heathrow Hotel filmed his journey, and it's ending in a luxury room. Then posted it online. It will only encourage more. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the thing is, this is the age of social media. I mean, they all have access to the internet, and they are probably rubbing it in on their friends who are still stuck in their home, their sad bastard shite country, wherever they've come from. I mean, these people are, boasting. Look at me, I'm in a luxury hotel, and you're still living in a backward third world country. Why don't you get your ass over there? Of course they will. It's obvious what's happening. Kipax. Okay, I can't put that on the screen, but nice to hear from you, Kipax. I do believe in fairies. I'm glad I wasn't flying out of the UK today. Oh yeah, apparently it was all grounded, wasn't it? I mean, I switched the news on, but it was, they were so bloody long-winded getting to the point of it all. Kipax, he's saying that, not me. But then again, there's an argument to say, I mean, we're being invaded. So maybe, if we're being invaded, you know what I mean? Ian Barton, I think you're as cynical as me. Absolutely, absolutely. Who's this? Mister, they tried crapping on the street. Okay. That is, oh my God. Oh my God. They're not putting on the Ritz, crapping on the street. Oh my God almighty. Sniper Jews, I enjoy Terence and Derby music as this chat. He's made some good songs. Ian Bowden, expats do not sponge off the state. Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, all those British people who go and live in Spain and the guys who go to live in Thailand and other places, they don't sponge off the state. They make money in this country and then they go abroad. Expats in those countries contribute to those countries. They don't come here and expect to be put up for free in a 4-star hotel and then spread crime and mayhem all over the place. Matthew Cartwright, it were these bloody snowflakes in the chat today. That's a good name for the group, that the bloody snowflakes. I like that. I kind of like that. I mean, where would the internet be without trolls? Let's see. Sheila, couldn't the French be doing more? They probably are doing lots. With that $500 million that they got, they're probably bloody doing loads with that £500 million they got from the British government. They're probably renovating their bloody mansions and buying a new Ferrari. They're probably doing loads more. K-Pax, okay. Crypto Chris got well said, Eddie. Okay. K-Pax, okay. Roy Jones, okay. We've got some support for someone. I can't remember what I said, but anyway, thank you guys. Paul Oskin, stop giving them money. Give them food from a canteen. Yeah, they'd still probably come for that reason. They're coming here because we are a soft touch country. And funnily enough, on the news last week, I heard this phrase, soft touch, banded around quite a bit. We need to band it because the word soft touch, that's the key to it all, isn't it? That's the root cause of it all. David Coleman, come to Colombia with me. I have plenty of amazing women, and I don't. I've been to Colombia, been there, done that. Anyway, David. Singapore, Terence Hill was in some great work. Someone was mentioning Terence Trent D'Arby, and somehow he's got Terence Hill out of spaghetti westerns. Yeah, bin man, hey, do you plan to sell them? Declare to the go and you moving what? I'm keeping a foothold back in England. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to be giving my personal details out over the internet because that wouldn't be fair to me. And I'm here to give information to other people whenever necessary. Bob, this channel is looking like a hate speech channel now. It's not nice. Okay, nice to hear from you, mate. Yogi Bear says, don't mince your words first. Yeah, okay. Let me see. Okay, so some of those comments I can't put on the screen. Yeah, Donny Peverley. Most migrants want to work. I agree with that. They bring into more in the economy than they take out. You're a sad twat. ASBO's bankers, tax judges, we never discussed that. Take it easy, unsubscribed. Were you ever subscribed in the first place? Not under that name. I've never heard of you before. But let's see, what is it? Most migrants want to work. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. They come to this country because they can't make a living in their own country and they want to work in this country, you use the word most. Yeah, most. The most probably do. But what's dangerous is the ones who are not coming here to work. They're coming here because we are a soft touch country, and they want to milk us for all we are worth. They want to take advantage of our generosity and our soft touch nature. And they also want to spread crime, violence, mayhem, and even a few bombs here and there. Okay? Okay. Crypto Chris card. They're all lying. They're politicians and they're trained to lie. Okay. Yeah, Paul Oskin, put them all on the Isle of Wight, cheaper than Ascension. Isle of Wight, there's probably some very, very nice people who live in the Isle of Wight. I've never been there. Bobby Crush says only mass repatriation can save England. We've let our country go down the shitter. It's us that we've been stupid enough to allow it to happen. We've let it happen, haven't we? Yeah, yeah, so we've only got ourselves to blame, really. Wayne Ritchie, it's a shame our veterans here in the USA get treated like crap compared to the migrants. That's terrible. That's dreadful. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, Ian Barton says, can't stand Nadine Dorris. She's got a nice pair of titties. But I did like her slating off Sunak and agree with her on how she said he is a zombie PM. Well, he wasn't voted for by the British public, was he? I mean, but politics is full of people who don't like. As for Nadine Dorris, I don't know. I mean, there's no such thing as a politician who was indispensable. Even the best ones can be replaced. And does anyone seriously think that she was one of the best ones? Smashed. Shouldn't the Royal Navy be patrolling our sea borders and prevention rather than cure approach? Yes, yes, yes. I go along with that, Smashed. Shouldn't the Royal Navy be patrolling our sea borders, prevention rather than cure approach? Yes, I agree with that. They should be. That's exactly. This is our bloody country. These are our islands, and these people are coming across the water there. France don't give a shite. They just want the money, and the Royal Navy. Absolutely, you're dead right, mate. Dead right. I'll leave that on the screen for the moment because it's squeaky door time. Okay, here we are. Okay. Dave the Rave. How long do you have to drink now, Eddie? It's 5 months, basically 5 months. And big thanks to this Co-op Diet Ginger Ale. I love this. It's a better recipe than it's Asda or Morrison's versions. Co-op Diet Ginger Ale. I drink it every night, and it's enabled me to stay off the ale. It doesn't taste like ale, but it's a nice alternative. Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. Mister says sugar sale this week: chocolate milk and lemonade at 99 cents US. Yeah, oh, that sounds good. That sounds good. Kepax. That is a bit dark. That one. That's a bit dark. That one. I can't put that one on the screen. Sniper duels. Migrants are in the country due to employers want to have someone to exploit. Yeah, no, a lot of the ones who exploit them are also from the similar countries. Yeah, Matthew Cartwright, racism. Tell that to the million English girls who were groomed, and in some cases, yeah, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Ian Barb, the illegals in Thailand seem only to be from Myanmar and maybe Cambodia. Yeah, that's the way it seems to be, isn't it? Matthew Cartwright, I'm equally happy to talk about dingy people or lady boys. Okay, fair enough. Now I'll just skip through some of this anyway. I think we've said enough about that subject there. I think we've said about that. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put this phone on there. If anyone wants to phone it, remember it's Monday night. It's Monday night. There's not a great deal happening. Probably got the same old bank holiday movie on TV that you've seen a million times before. And he's still showing Ben Hur and the sound of music and all that kind of stuff on a bank holiday. The hills are alive with the sound of music. Oh my God, they're probably showing all the same old crap that he showed before. Anyway, if anyone wants to phone in, there's no scam on that line. Absolutely no scam whatsoever. And there's no scam. It's just an ordinary pay-as-you-go mobile phone, and whenever normally you pay, you pay. We've had enough callers. Clive has phoned enough times, and David Martin and other people. So it's proved it's not a scam. There you go. Paul Hoskin. If only the government officials watched the comments on Ed's live stream, then they would know what to do. Yeah, absolutely. This is a community. This is a community. I invite the guys to say what you think here, as long as it's not, something that's going to, upset YouTube or whatever. Andrew McIver, Eddie, let the immigrants work. They're in hotels because they aren't allowed to work. Oh, what are you bloody going? I thought you were going. I thought you were disappearing. Yogi Bear. I don't know about those moaning on here, but it's just not sustainable. And most that you ask are saying you want to stop, and it's broken us and taking money from everywhere in the UK. I know. Matthew Cartwright. If you don't want to hate, how do you know what to love? Okay. So anyway, I've got this. That's on this. That's on there. Let's see. Where am I now? You never know. Somebody might just phone up and want to voice an opinion, as long as it's legal and whatever. Hart Sheila, what was happening if loads of white English people migrated to Wales or Scotland? Then there'd be more people there, because there's not that many people who go north. I mean, I'm a northerner. I'm a northern Englander originally, and I moved south to find work. What would happen if loads of white people? Would there be more people there? That's what would happen. Matthew Cartwright. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Ian Bowden, Waitrose is actually getting cheaper than Asda and Tesco. Bottle of red wine today, Waitrose, £7.50. Some wine was £8. I've never shopped in Waitrose. Well, they haven't got one where I live anyway. I live in a very, very poor area. I do, you know. I mean, we're so poor there. Even the rainbow's in black and white. Paul Hoskin, the migrants are already in France, whereas it's safe for them. So the people come to UK and not migrants. Absolutely. Okay. Yeah, rail fan. John Redwood was right. We only need a single law. That means British courts can overrule EU human rights law. Okay. Bobby Crush is recommending Anne-Marie Waters. She does great work. She used to from for Britain. She has a YouTube channel worth listening to. Okay. Okay. Repair Shop says she's a rusty bike. I've never heard of her. Steve O. Smith, the average Thai can't stand foreign sexpats. We're not that welcome, Eddie, I'm not so. We're not that welcome. We're not that welcome in Thailand, really. So how come, you know, when I walk through one of the soys in Pattaya, I hear heaps of girls saying, "Hello, sexy man." You know, we're saying we're not that welcome. I think otherwise. 88, Nadine Doris spit her dummy out because she didn't go. It's all a load of bollocks, isn't it? Citizen Mikey, when I was in Hong Kong, I met an Indian guy. He said he couldn't live longer in Glasgow and moved to Hong Kong. He lived in the estate next to me in Glasgow. Okay, fair enough. Where are we now? Where are we? Where am I? Have I got enough? Am I still there? Am I still there? Okay, I'll leave that there for a moment. Okay, I'll leave that there for a moment. Okay, so no one's phoning. Then should we do a light-hearted? Shall we do? Shall we do a light-hearted question? Okay, we'll do another. We'll do another. Caption this photo. Okay, caption this photo. Let's see. Where are you there? Caption this photo. A little bit of light-hearted stuff here. That is from one of my favorite all-time TV series. It was actually made in, would you believe, as far back as 1968. And that is the gorgeous, that is the absolutely beautiful, stunning Gabriel Drake standing up there. And she's done many a full frontal, you know, absolutely glorious. I don't know the name of the lady sitting down, but caption that photo there. What are they saying to each other? Okay, I've fallen well behind. I'm well behind with the chat here. Apologies if I missed everyone. Yeah, Sean Harris. I remember that saying it. No, but he was a character, wasn't he? He was an American. He was an American in that series. Yeah, you know, the start of that British science fiction series, simply because simply because, you know, they thought, you know, an American, it's going to appeal to an American audience, but it never really took up. Yeah, Telecom's got a good one. Telecom says, "How do you like your new push-up bra?" That's a good one. That is a good one. Oh, lovely. Wanda Venham was in that show as well. That lovely woman. She's like one of the original MILFs. She's the mother of Benedict Cumberbatch as well. Simon Eyes, are your pubes purple? Mine are silver. Okay, like it. Hard Tulip, she's saying, turn the lights down, honey. Okay. Bobby Crush, clear out those lefty rats. Okay. It's strange that in the olden days, lefties meant working class. And nowadays it means woke for the people, Who's this? Matthew Nepkin. Caught any good movies lately? Yes, I'll mention them in a moment. Matthew Cartwright, Scissor and Sisters. I mean, it's like I would have thought Gabriel, the one who's standing up, she's saying to the other one, you want to join our party, our all-girl party. You never know, you might like it. Okay, I'm sure. I mean, it looks like that they're saying something like that, doesn't it? Barat, caption, hey gorgeous, you want to eat carpet? Okay. Hughes. this was a good. Okay, fair enough. Eamon Coyle, is it your turn with Eddie? Is it that's good. I like that one. Is it your turn with Eddie tonight? Oh my, oh my God. Smash says, do the curtains match the drapes? Okay. Sean Harris, have you got the key to my chastity belt? Like it. Yeah, I like it. Like it, Sean. Ian Bowden, I'll be your dominant bitch. Okay. Kipak says, the one standing up is saying, I love MILFs. Okay, fair enough. Telecom, want to do some FaceTime tonight? I'll drink to that one. Lovely. But it looks, you've got to admit, it looks like a very, very seductive, sensual look that they're giving each other, doesn't it? I mean, they're not talking about she's not saying my washing machine is broken down. You don't know of a good washing machine repairman, do you? I mean, she's not saying anything like that, is she? It's very, 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 very sensual. Yogi Bear. So we did have enough dye for our hair. Chew the line. Are we off to soy 6? Like it. Art Sheila was at the start of the Rockford Files, season 2. Okay. Matthew Cartwright. Are we the only people in the world with purple hair who aren't fugly and obese? Okay. Kipax. Have you seen my lube? That's good. Bear in mind that they are in a spaceship there. Terry Jones says, set a course for Dover. Everyone else seems to be going there. Like it, mate. Like it. Telecom, I think they are good friends. Okay. Like it. Yeah. Matthew is saying, let me tell you about the trip I took to Kenya. And the other one's thinking, yeah, I'm interested. Smashed. Stop twisting my bra. This outfit is tight enough. Okay. Englishman in Malta. Spock's banana does what? Spock's banana does what? Okay. Ian Bowden. Ed is mine. I found him first. Okay. You make another move on Ed and I'll tweak your nipples. Kepak says, I really fancy a BBC tonight. What about Tulip? Is the captain still in sick bay? Yeah, Barat says, I'll fetch the manscape so we don't need to fight the forest. Okay. AGA, got to go to Ed's royal family. Got to go, Ed. Royal family's on. Got to go, Ed. Okay, fair enough. Sean Harris, have you seen my bush? I've seen her bush. Gabriel, you can actually see it in a few movies. She done a few of those in the early 70s. Terry Jones taking two of the ship. I'm off for the puss. Okay, like it, like it. Sexy stuff. Daza says, you want massage? Okay. So anyway, we've had enough of those. That series UFO, I mean, there was only ever 26 episodes. It was actually made as far back, I did say this earlier, as 1968. And Ed Straker's car was like, it was basically a Ford Cortina made to make futuristic. In fact, if I'm right in saying, it was set in the future, and the future was 1980. That's how old that program is. But I loved it. It was like the British version of Star Trek, and I absolutely loved it. And I watched it some years back, all 26 episodes. And it convinced me that, you know, it's actually one of the greatest programs ever. And it's got some gorgeous women in it, absolutely gorgeous women. Matthew Carter, let's go and find Kate's bush and have a muff diving party. Okay. Kipax, how many fingers can you get inside you? Okay. Barat, I'm sorry Prince Andrew says you were too... Like it. I'm sorry Prince Andrew says you were too old, love. Okay. Paul Oscar, the girls shave and so do I. Legan, let me tell you, they don't call him Steady Eddie for nothing. No, they call me Mr. Ed. Telecom, 1968 was an interesting year. It was the year before the moon landed. This was made in 68. It was probably released in 69. Wonderful. During the 1970s, this was repeated time and time again every couple of years. So I see it many a times, but I'd still watch it even now. And like I say, the women are gorgeous. Ed had the Yogi Bear said Ed had the space fighter and it fired a missile off the front. Absolutely wonderful. It was a wonderful series. Absolutely loved it. Okay, so anyway, there we go. Yeah, Sean Harris, the girl in the submarine skydive was hot. There was a YouTube video with all the girls that were in the series and chatting about the series. Yeah, Aisha, her name was, and she was kind of, you know, dark, you know, exotic looking. Oh, they were all beautiful girls. Telecom, did the Bill the carpet cleaner visit last night? Okay, like it, Mark, like it. Okay, so anyway, no one's phoning in. Nobody's phoning in. Okay, fair enough. Is this on? There we go. The phone's on. If anyone's interested. So anyway, no one's going to phone in. So we'll talk about something else for the moment. We'll talk about something else. What do we got here? How about talking about the migrants? Oh no, Andrew McIver's gone home, hasn't he? So we can't wind him up anymore, can we? Okay. So anyway, so where are we? So we talked a little bit about light-hearted stuff. Okay. So anyway, here's another really, really grim subject. We're really real heavyweights tonight. We're talking about migrants and all this kind of stuff. But it's been on the news recently. I was watching a news report, a sub story about cocaine is flooding into, you know, Glasgow and you know, and I've also seen some news reports about, you know, Britain's drug epidemic is going up and up, and I've heard this all before. We've got enough problems in this bloody world. Well, you know. There you go. So this isn't the most subtle way of phrasing it, but I'm in a kind of don't care kind of mood. Do you have any sympathy for junkies? I mean, there's nothing that bloody annoys me more than these bastards who take all the drugs imaginable and then expect our sympathy. You know, I'm not talking about, you know, immigrants. I'm talking about white British people. I mean, I see them all in the town centre where I live. They come up to you. They want money from you. They want money from you. And if you're daft enough to give them money, then they'll go and spend it on illegal substances. Telecom says, Telegram said, I was born when Ike was president. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Ike, what was that, Eisenhower? Yeah, Kipax says, I have to go. Nice to hear from you anyway, Kipax. I think he's going to Thailand soon, so nice to hear from you, mate. Telecom, Coke has life and it's the real thing. Yeah, I have Coke, Coca-Cola, but I mean, apparently it's flooding in now. Now I was associate these junkies, with heroin, but apparently they, coke, yeah, cocaine's the, the big is the this is the big epidemic right now. I mean, if somebody gave me a packet of that, I wouldn't bloody that could be bloody rat poison. I wouldn't touch that with a barge pole. But the thing is, these people, they know what these are adults. They know what they're getting into, and there's nothing that bloody gets on my titties more than when they take all the drugs imaginable and then complain. You want to tell you their sob story and how they lost their nose because like there was hundreds of pounds worth of the white substance going up their nose every day. Who cares? I don't care about them. I got no sympathy. There's enough problems in this world which we can't control. I mean, if these people go down that road, do you have any sympathy for them? David Martin says, Ian Barden says, no, every adult should self-control over their actions. Okay. David Martin, not a jot of sympathy. Okay. I mean, I had an alcohol problem. It wasn't a severe alcohol problem, but I drank, and if I suddenly died of cirrhosis of the liver, I wouldn't expect other people to feel sorry for me. I wouldn't. I would have thought, well, that was it was me. It was a product of my own making. So tough titty on me. You know what I mean? But here I see these we had it with the heroin epidemic many years ago. Heroin screws you up. That was the TV ad slogan, like as if any of the idiots actually bothered to look at something like that. But apparently now it's the other, it's the stuff from Latin America that's causing the problems. Yeah, Simon I says nope. Everyone knows what crack heroin is. Will do for you. So more fool them if they still choose to go down that road. Idiots. I once seen an interview with Lemmy from Motorhead. He's dead now, and he took naughty substances. And Lemmy, I do remember on the interview him saying quite bluntly, "Heroin's the one that kills you." I've never heard of anyone dying of any other drug. I mean, there was the heroin. I mean, problem many years ago, but apparently now it's the other stuff that's creeping. I mean, you tend to associate, coke with politicians and high class parties. It's it's the choice of the rich, isn't it? But now like these street corner junkies are taking it. But I just don't care. I don't care. I really don't care if they choose to go down that bloody road. Because I tell you what I do care about. I do care about the people whose homes they burgle in order to feed their habit. I care about them. I care about the people who they steal from. I care about the people whose homes they burgle. But I don't bloody care about the ones who shove it up the bloody nose and all of that. Don't care at all. Yeah. Telecom, me too. Okay. Telecom, I feel 20. Good for you, mate. Good for you. I'm feeling younger now. As I'm losing a bit of weight, I'm feeling a bit younger. Eastern man, is that the real Eastern man? These streams really should end with the Samaritans lined up at the end. Okay, I'll see what we could do about that. They'd be pissed off at me, wouldn't they? All of a sudden I bunged the Samaritans number on the screen. And like all of a sudden, come like 20 to 11 when I finish the stream, they're inundated with calls and all these calls are saying it was Eddie who sent me here. Jesus Christ. Hard tulip. That actress from EastEnders lost their nose ridge because of coke, sadly. Oh, have you seen pictures of her? She was a good-looking girl once, and now, oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Nick Ross. Fentanyl is now the problem. I don't know. It's one after the other, isn't it? Why didn't it? I mean, one thing that really does my head in is when somebody wants to bore you to death, and I've met people like that. I've even befriended people like that. I've befriended people who want to take all the drugs imaginable. I mean, and then they want to bore you about it. They want to tell you all about it, and the worst ones is that when you don't want it, you don't want to take it. I've been offered drugs. I've been offered them, and I've said no, I don't do that kind of stuff. Not for me. I mean, if somebody tries to pressurize you or make you look stupid for not taking it, then they can't be a real friend, can they? So you may as well tell them to sling their hook. Yeah, Ian Bowden, that great drummer from Foo Fighters, dead from drugs, but he must have had everything great in life. So why? Tragic waste. Okay. I mean, as for do you have any sympathy for drugs? I mean, as for the famous 27 Club, Amy Winehouse and, Hendrix and, Morrison and all of them. I mean, 27. I mean, I'm 61 years of age. To me, 27 is a young person. That's a young person, that is. For what they did in their short lives, their lives were very, very short. But, it's hard to have any sympathy for them. It's hard to bloody have any sympathy. Nick Ross. Eddie, sad to say, I've not a clue about drug takers. I'll tell you one thing I do know about drug takers. I'm not one of them. That's what I know. And I'm still alive, by the way. Yogi Bear, Ed Nolan has taken more drugs and drink than Keith Richards, and he's still going strong in his 80s. I know. I know. Oh, well. Some characters in this world. Simon Eyes, I know the interview you talk about regarding Lemmy. I've seen it myself. He spoke complete sense. Oddly enough, I met Lemmy once. Lovely bloke. R.I.P. Lemmy. Absolutely. A real character as well. Sean Harris, some of that illegal Class A drugs are actually used in some. We've got somebody on. Hello? Hello.
Pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you too. Pleased to meet you too. So, what have you got to say about people who take all kinds of substances and get their lives destroyed and then expect sympathy from the rest of us?
Ed, I'll cut the bullshit. It's Clive, isn't it?
Yes.
I mean, I'll be honest. A couple of weeks ago, I went to my one of my routine appointments, like for me leg at Hereford County Hospital. I usually go to a car park called the bus station car park, which is not far from the hospital.
Yes.
It's cordoned off by police.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, that's weird. Like, I went for my appointment, and it turned out about 3 days later, in the local rag, the Hereford Times, a young woman had been found in a tent next to the bus station, and in between the bus station and the car park.
Yeah.
And it turned out, Kath, my ex, who I work with at work, like we got business together, she said, "Oh, that's terrible, that is." Anyway, as you do. It turned out that it was Harry, my son.
Yeah.
He's 19 now, but he went to school with 2 girls. One of them he got on really well with, but her sister, both of them went into care.
Yeah.
And they went into about, I don't know, 3 foster homes and all the rest of it, and then they ended up in a big house, a foster house type place.
Yes.
Took out the kids. Anyway, the father turned out to be the the Fathers for Justice bloke, which got arrested for where I think the Queen. He was in a parade, and he was half naked, semi-naked, and he got arrested. Remember the Fathers for Justice people?
Oh, the ones who used to dress up as Batman and climb on buildings and all of that, yeah.
Well, this was the exact same guy. It was his daughter. He lives in, I don't know if he lives in Hereford now, but he's Hereford. His daughter, he was, basically he's estranged from both of the daughters. The mother was an alcoholic, but he smoked loads of weed.
Yeah.
And basically, they were totally banned from seeing the father that was smoking the broccoli.
Yeah.
And they were given into care to the mother, which was an alcoholic. Anyway, it turned out, weirdly, that the mother couldn't handle them, and basically they went into care. And she was found dead. She was 22, I think, or 21.
Oh, that's a terrible, sad age.
She was found dead in the car park. That's why I couldn't go to park. I mean, first world problem.
Yeah.
I was turned away to park in the Audi car park, but Lidl's. But it turned out it was her.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very sad, mate. She was, went from family to family, obviously. It's terrible, mate. It's terrible.
Yeah.
And it turned out where I used to live, where my ex still lives, over the road is the ex-chief executive of Child Social Services Herefordshire.
Yeah.
And he's the bloke. He recently resigned or lost his job, and someone else had put in. But he was basically head of the Child Services. And my ex, I said to her, well, what's the point in going over there and arguing the toss? There's no point. There's no point. I mean, they're not interested. They're picking up their six-figure salaries. Apparently, the authority, the Child Services Authority, was put into, special measures because it was, it couldn't run a piss up in a brewery, basically.
Well, I must admit, I feel sorry for the 22-year-old girl, because I mean, she's only a child, the 22-year-old, and we were all.
I'm telling you now, she was probably a skaghead, mate.
Yeah.
And she was. They haven't done. The police at the moment reckon it's natural causes. You don't die of natural causes at 22 in a fucking. Sorry.
Yeah.
In a tent.
Yeah.
In a city where people are just going backwards and forwards, doing shopping, going to work, and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
I mean, she was in this car park for weeks. And just left to rot, a piece of shit.
Yeah, I mean, I feel so, because at 22 years old, you're certainly not fully mature at that age, and we all made mistakes. But I'll just repeat what I said, a few moments ago. I mean, the only addiction I've ever had is to alcohol, and I did have an addiction to alcohol, which means that I couldn't ditch alcohol. I have since ditched it, but at the end of the day, I'd be man enough, to be realistic. And if I was diagnosed, the doctor said, look, you've abused the alcohol too much, Eddie, and you're going to die of cirrhosis of the liver, I wouldn't expect sympathy from anyone. I'd blame me.
We've all got to help ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
some people maybe need a bit more help more than others.
It just gets on my titties when, I see these TV interviews about these drug addicts telling a sob story. Oh, look at me, I'm on drugs, I can't go. To hell with you, I don't bloody care about them.
This is the society we live in. It goes from the top down. It's trickle down, isn't it? It's trickle down. If the government don't give a toss, and they're just picking up their six-figure salary, and it's like a spider web, isn't it, of other people in authority which don't give a shit, it's sad. It's sad. Yeah. Something needs to change, and it needs to come from the top down.
Yeah.
And this government isn't delivering.
Yeah. Oh, they're not. Hey, Telecom says, I have socks older than 22. That is so young. It is such a young age. I haven't even lived yet. Absolutely.
21, 22, something like that. I mean, Harry knew her sister really well, like, and she's absolutely, you know, she's beside herself, but she knew what was coming at the end of the day. And the father, I don't even think the fathers could still have contact with her, because I mean, they put these kids go into adults, and they're still like, you know, they need to be taught, you know, how to look after themselves and all the rest of it, but they're not there. It's just a system which, you know, it's like a hamster wheel.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so anyway, let's just say that the real David Cohen, you know, is just got here. So we've already added David Coleman in the chat. So presumably that David Coleman was a fake. So the real David Coleman is here now. Okay. So anyway, where are we now?
Can the real David Coleman please stand up?
Yeah, David Coleman, the real David Coleman is here, guys. Don't worry. Ian Brown, but I'm a hypocrite as I drink alcohol. As long as you admit to it and don't expect anyone to sympathise with you.
I'm drinking Stella now.
Okay.
I'm drinking Stella now whilst I'm listening to you saying you've been sober for 4 months.
5 months. 5 months.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly, and I'm very jealous of you because, like, you've had the bollocks to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair play to you.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, and I've lost weight. I've lost weight through it, and also I've saved a fair bit of money. Anyway, I've saved a fair bit of money. So anyway, we've had enough doom and gloom. I'm going to go and fill up my what do we call it? A moment. I'm going to fill. No, I'm going to have another. Going to have another glass of the wonderful diet ginger beer, which I love so much. The problem when giving up the booze is what you replace it with. And,
you get addicted to ginger beer instead.
Yeah, diet ginger beer. But I will say once again that the Asda version and the Morrison's version, not the Morrison's version, the Morrison's version. The co-op version, that's the best one. That's the best one. Okay. So anyway, Eastern Man is here. We have people come back from wars addicted to morphine. They've got what they needed on prescription and function in society. We should do the same now. Hang any smugglers and dealers. Okay, fair enough, fair comment. Okay. So anyway, Telecom says you can drink all the mix you want. Yeah, let's see. Ian Bowden says, Ed, if you used to drink in pubs, then you would be loads better off. I'll tell you what, I mean, I've saved a lot of money over the last 5 months not buying alcohol. Don't forget, I was drinking bloody bottles of Lamb's Navy rum like as if it was you know, lemonade. You know, so
when you could get into it, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So anyway, I'm going to finish this one off. We've had a bit of that depressing stuff. I'm going to finish this one off with a couple of film reviews anyway. Okay. Okay. Nice of you to phone in anyway, Clive. Anyway, and I'll see you again soon, mate. All the best. Cheers. Okay, so that's Clive McLaren once again phoned in. That's Clive once again. So that proves, you know, that phone number, there's nothing dodgy about it. So if you want to phone in, you're more than welcome to. So anyway, we've had a nice little chat tonight. We've had some heavyweight stuff tonight, but why not? Why the hell not? We're all adults here. So I'm going to finish off with a couple of movie recommendations. One of them's good and one of them's extremely good. Couple of movie recommendations. If you like me, if you're always looking for something to watch on Netflix late at night, sometimes you can be scanning through. And what I do is I see a movie I've never heard of before, and I then go on Google and see a Rotten Tomatoes review of it, and I spend about a bloody hour scanning through stuff to see what I'm gonna like. But anyway, a couple of movies that I was impressed with last week. There was a few that I wasn't impressed with. But here's a couple. Here's a good movie if you like this sort of thing. It's on Netflix and it's called Brightburn. It's a movie, if you like a horror movie, it's about this sort of weird kid, this young lad who kind of drops out of space. And there is there is a couple there. If we got it on the phone. I don't know if we got it. We're going, whoever that is. That's a number. I'm going to phone in tomorrow, whoever you are. That's somebody who's phoned in for a very, very bizarre number there. That's someone who's phoned in from a bizarre looking number. I've got a sneaky suspicion that's a bad guy, that whoever's phoning there. They're up to no good. Okay. We've had a few knobheads in the chat tonight, but it's all good fun, isn't it? We're all adults together. I'm thick skinned. Anyway, if you're looking for a good movie to watch, this is a good movie. It's called Brightburn. It's about a weird kid who drops out of space. I don't know why he drops out of space. He just does. But he drops out of space, and this couple who are trying for the child adopt him, and then he grows up to be a bit of a weirdo with superpowers, and he causes mayhem and everything. And it's not really an original story. I think stuff like this has been done before, but it is done in a very, very good way, and it's quite a powerful story. There's some horror scenes in it, and this kid, he looks like a weird kid anyway. This kid causes mayhem and savagery and all kinds of stuff. So if you like that kind of thing, it's called Brightburn. It's on Netflix. Simon Eyes has seen it. There you go. Simon Eyes has seen it. Brightburn, great movie. I saw it at the cinema. Really good, very entertaining. It is a good movie. There's some great horror effects in it. Sean Harris has seen it also. He says it's a clever movie. Okay. It's a clever movie. Brian Street, back home, rewind when it's over. All right. Nice to hear from you. Nice to hear from you. Okay. So anyway, Brightburn, I would highly recommend that movie. It's only about an hour and 40 minutes. It's well worth a look. It's a powerful horror movie, and it's so powerful, you really, really feel sympathy for the characters involved and all of that kind of stuff. So anyway, I would recommend that one. Good movie. You can get it on Netflix. Okay. Couple of comments here. Hard Tulip, Ed, do you read novels? I used to read a lot of novels. I haven't read any for a while, but I have written one, and it's coming out on. It's called Five Go to Pattaya, and it's going to be coming out soon on what is it, Amazon, whatever it's called, Amazon ebook or whatever. That's coming maybe next month. Okay. Barat says he's going to watch this. Okay, fair enough. Ernest Connell, I don't watch movies. My money is best spent at the bar. Okay. But anyway, Brightburn is a good movie, but that's not the best film that I've seen in the last week. I have seen a movie which I've never ever heard of before, but I would so recommend it if you're a fan of 70s violent thrillers. This is a modern movie, but it's done in a 70s sort of style, and it's there's influence of Tarantino and all kinds of things. It is a cracking movie, and it is called Cop Shop. It features Gerard Butler and a number of other actors who I don't know the names of. There's a really good actress there who plays a black police woman. She is terrific. She plays a really great part. The name of that actress escapes me, but Gerard Butler plays a great part. And basically, if ever you've seen that wonderful 70s classic Assault on Precinct 13, one of the best John Carpenter movies, it's something along those lines, only it's a bit more sophisticated than that. Basically, what it is that a couple of guys are in jail, but they are in separate cells, and one of them is a good guy, one of them is a bad guy. They're both trying to kill each other. And anyway, it all kinds of goes pear-shaped. The police station ends up coming under assault from all these bad guys, and this wonderful policewoman gets caught in the crossfire and amongst it all. It's a terrific movie. 2 hours. It is one of those movies that after 2 hours, it left me feeling, wow, I really enjoyed that. In fact, I'll probably watch that movie again. It's called Cop Shop. It's on Netflix, and it's well worth a look. Let's see. Steve Pattaya, I'll listen to Eddie waffle on while I smoke this doobie, okay? Bangkok Universe, good night. Oh, you look okay, thank you. Okay, Brian Street, looking forward to the famous five. Okay, hopefully that'll be out next month. Telecom has seen it. He's seen this movie. Okay, he likes this movie. Telecom says it's a great movie. It is a great movie. I've never heard of it before, but I glanced at the reviews on Rotten Tomatoes and some very, very positive reviews. A very, very positive review of this film. Honestly, if you're looking for something to watch late at night, this is one darn good movie. Sean Harris says, "Sir, at the cinema, another good movie." Okay. David Coleman's saying good night. Telecom, well, it's in a jail. I mean, enclosed prison dramas, jail dramas don't normally appeal to me, but this is quite exceptional. Really, really quite exceptional. So anyway, I would definitely recommend that movie. Simon I says, "Hard, I watched Cop Shop last night. How was that?" I agree, very enjoyable. And yes, I thought the same about Assault on Precinct 13. I wondered if it was deliberate. Well worth the watch. Okay, we'll leave it at that. Okay, so Brightburn and Cop Shop, well worth your time. Listen, guys, thanks for tuning in tonight. A big thanks to the good guys in the stream and the bad guys. And so we've had a few trolls coming along. Okay, it's all part of the fun. Where would the internet be without trolls? Remember, I'm thick-skinned, and I'm thick-skinned, and I like diet ginger beer, but only from the co-op. Okay, good night, thank you, and I'll see you guys tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Okay, all the best, guys. Have a nice day tomorrow. Have a nice Tuesday. Cheers.
Thank you.